Hello everyone, Books with Banks back again with another TBR. I had a mostly successful reading month in January, accomplishing the majority of what I set out to do, and finding myself branching off into a couple different interesting, fun things. Before I go much further, I would really appreciate it if you enjoy my content and want to see more of my TBRs and updates on the books I'm about to talk about. I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. But here we go. I also actually, before I get going, I would like to say that my goals might be a little easier or smaller than last month's. This just being a shorter month, work being busy, and whatnot. So here goes. First, I want to talk about something that I might not actually get to this month, but I definitely do want to talk about it. Ian C. Esselman's Dancer's Lament. I read this back in like 2018, and I'm thinking about doing or going through this later this month, maybe starting the 3 in Esselman's Path to Ascendancy trilogy in the lead up to the release of the 4th book in this series. And I believe that 4th book comes out early April. So I might start this either rereading it physically or maybe checking out the audiobook actually. I might begin that in the end parts of February. Next up, I'm going to continue my read through of Berserk. I read the first 5 volumes last month in January. In February, I plan on reading an additional 5 volumes, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, just so you can see the beautiful artwork on the cover of those. Really excited to keep going with these. As much as I enjoyed what I read last month of Berserk, I really am liking getting more into the meat of the this kind of second story arc, the Golden Age arc. I'm really enjoying kind of where I'm at in that story, and I expect to only fall in love even more and more as these 5 volumes cover more of the wars and things that the Band of the Hawk and all of these really fascinating characters get up to. So yeah, 5 volumes of Berserk. Definitely plan on finishing these this month. Then I've started this book. I'm about 80 pages into it, but I want to finish reading The Stone Sky, Book 3 in N.K. Jemisin's Broken Earth trilogy. I've had maybe more mixed feelings about this series than I expected to. That said, I still love the trilogy, but it's not the longest, most like arduous book to get through. But yeah, I hope to finish this pretty quickly here, and I will definitely be concluding this epic trilogy this month. And then I plan on continuing reading this collection of narrative theory and queer and feminist interventions essays. And last month in January, I read part 1. This month, I'm going to read part 2, which is called Intersectional Narrative Theories. And this consists of again, 4 different essays about narrative theory. Look forward to that and seeing what kind of unique takes and what else I might be able to learn and come to understand about narrative theory. Then I am going to continue my read through of Neil Gaiman's Sandman. I'm reading these larger collections of the volumes. So I've got, this is book 2, there's 4 books. And yeah, I'm going to read at least this second volume here. I'm liking it so far. I've started this already this month, but I definitely hope to finish this soon, next week or so. And then last but not least, something I definitely have to, especially following up from the previous book in this series being my book of the month for January. I cannot wait to dive into Jenny Wirtz's War Host of Vastmark, Book 3 in Wars of Light and Shadow. I'll read this. I want to kind of... I'm excited to read everything on this TBR. I'm probably most excited to read this. Therefore, I might try and tackle some of the things I'm a little less excited to get to complete. I might try and tackle those before starting this, kind of using this as motivation to get through those other things a little bit more quickly, motivate myself to get through those stories that I'm sure I'll enjoy, but sort of get through in the sense that I'll be getting through them to get to this. Can't wait to see how she wraps up her second story arc with this third book in her 11-book series, Wars of Light and Shadow. Yeah. I also like that cover art. When I was collecting my brief kind of comment here, when I was collecting my Wars of Light and Shadow series, it was kind of like I had just finished a couple larger, more well-known epic fantasies, and I saw that this was a series that was not talked about very much, and so I would go around to used bookstores and stuff and see which different pieces of the series I could pick out or find at any given time, and excuse me. And so it just so happened that like for a while there, like I think it kind of alternates. Like every other book, I have one with like these kind of more standardized covers with like the image in the middle and kind of the white gray background and the gargoyles here on the side or the statues here on the side. This is probably maybe the more common cover, but then alternating, I have the ones that are the artwork that Jenny Wirtz did with like the character of Erathon being a little bit more out there, like on the front. Like this is book 3, but then for book 4, I have that cover. Won't be getting to this until March or so. But yeah, definitely February. I'm going to read Warhost of Asmark. I can't wait. I can't wait to read all of this stuff. I'm really excited for it this month of reading. But I think for now that should do it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.